I am driving my brand new car. This is a Charger. It is the Police Edition 4-wheel drive with the V8. Has a little bit of cosmetic damage, but I already bought a kit for this car before I even purchased the car. First time I've ever done that, and hopefully the last time I'll ever have to do that. But I got this car for a pretty cheap bargain. 60,000 miles on the odometer. Super easy to work on car with plenty of parts as well. So this car is going to be an absolute beast on the channel. I'm so excited for you guys to see it. This is my first 4-door car, and this is my first newest car with like a backup camera and sensors and lane assist and all those kind of things. The quality of the interior is literally perfection, and on top of that, it has these amazing houndtooth interior seats with embroidered logos. This car is dialed. Absolutely, I am in love with it. So I'm gonna go a quick walk over. I'm gonna show some friends the car I picked up, and then on top of that, we'll go through and do a breakdown of what this build will entail, because I have plans for you guys. As you guys saw yesterday that I picked up this car, and this is the relatively good side. There is a cracked bumper piece here, and it carries over here. This is from it hitting an ice bank. There's also an indentation right there that you can see, and another one back there. But besides that, the rest of the car is pretty clean. I have an entire kit for a Charger right here. So what we're gonna do, because I cannot wait, is what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this kit out. I'm gonna start mock fitting it to the car on one side and tape it up and see what it's gonna look like. Everything is lined up on this body line to where it's supposed to be. It's perfect. What I'm going to do real quick is I'm going to throw in some tiny little screws just to get some fitment about to where it's supposed to be. And then we can adjust it later and bore out the holes and then have the rim nuts. You like to move like a silhouette, hard to see when you around, yeah. Now the kitchen is perfect. It is fiberglass. There is going to be some high points and some low points that I'm going to need to sand out and add in probably a little bit of filler, not too much. But damn! That looks so good. Now, I love doing like my Japanese spins on cars. Like my Mustang being the Bozozoku Mustang, this thing being the VIP Charger. I think this kit looks perfectly balanced of American car with a crazy Japanese style kit. This looks insane. The shape of the wheel well is perfect. There's like a little flap that comes up over here that goes up along the top and fills in this a little bit further down. It drops the wheel well further back up in the arch this way and further down. This thing's gonna look planted even if it's at the same ride height. We just test fitted that section yesterday, and then today I go ahead and I grab the front section, the front with the top up over here, and you'll notice something, that the front bumper does not want to work with this front bumper. I think I have too modern or a different shape of a front bumper than the one it wants. This front bumper is cracked and messed up, so I don't really want to go ahead and mount this up to this front bumper and do like all the custom shaving like I did on my Mustang, when most likely this is not going to be the front bumper I'm going to keep. So we got to hold off on installing the front section until I have a new front bumper. Now I think I found the next piece that goes behind this. This has pretty much like a little spike in it that help carry over the shape of this carrying down along the swoop. This will go on the door pretty much like so. I'm going to tape it up, make sure it's 100% in the correct location, and then we're going to pilot, drill some holes, and get it marked in. Honestly, it looks pretty good. It is recessed over here, which you might think is a little bit of a weird shape, but that's because whenever you open up this door, you don't want kit to hit the kit, so this is to help carry over that shape, but also give clearance for it. Kind of a cool thing about this kit is it actually has a serial number and date on each one of the panels. So this one says 1/1/21. I find that pretty cool. I have test fitted this in place. The door has the same seam line all the way down. This is at the same height as that. It is taped down into place. I'm going to quickly go through. This one has 5 holes I got to make. I'm going to put in the super tiny little screws that I have set aside. These are pretty much going to be the screws so I can mark it in place and have a location for where the end rivet nut and the washer will eventually go. In the meantime, it's just marking so I have a lineup where I have fit the kit, and I can kind of see how the angles are before I start like prepping this and sanding it down and building up material on it. Just a good rough test fit. Now, this isn't fully screwed in all of them because sometimes I was getting contact further than the metal of the door, and I didn't want to mess up anything behind, so the screws aren't all the way in, but you guys definitely get the feel for it. This is what it looks like. I can already see it coming together. The craziest part to me is how much lower this fender is going to be, because the edge of the fender is about this wide and it drops it quite a bit. So any wheel we have is going to get crazy amount of torque on the top.
But I can see you from a mile away. I can tell that you ain't heard it yet. You can't touch you in a lie.
This rear quarter goes much higher than that. I might just install the door piece first so I have structure to the piece over here. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take off the piece I just installed, and we're going to work our way backwards a little bit smarter.
I'ma put you in a Pontiac, nobody else gon' hold it down, yeah. I ain't seeing what you mad for, you can count on me to get the job done. I don't need to use the backboard.
Honestly, I think this is like a good amount of gap to where it's the same on both sides of the door right here. I think this is honestly going to be the best we can get. The hardest bit is going to be getting this piece situated perfectly in the same line. I honestly think we did it first try. Like, this gap looks all the way the same head to toe. So I'm going to make sure I tape this top a bit down a little bit better. And then we're going to go over, drill a couple holes, and work our way back again. I do, as this piece is taped up, I do want to make sure I test fit the rear bumper piece, just to make sure now that piece also sits good, because I don't want to have to redo nothing. So
Round and give them awesome. Way too many get attached, always spinning back. I don't even want none. You a different type of.
Now we have installed pretty much the entire kit that we can, excluding the front bumper piece, because I don't have the correct front bumper. Mine's too new. This is going to be the final piece for our puzzle. As you guys can see, there's an inside piece that goes and rests in here. The outside mount hole is going to mount as high as it can. But the line coming down is a pretty good fitment all the way across. So we're going to get this taped in place, drill the last couple of holes, and then the entire right-hand side of the car is fitted with the kit.
Bad, I'll hit the gas if you want to do so.
And we can take off the tape. And it is entirely fitted along this entire side of the Charger. Oh my god, this thing is aggressive. I might be able to add like 4 inches of wheel at least. So that's the body lines that we're looking at. I think we did a pretty good job. Feels pretty smooth. There's a little bit of a higher and lower point there, but honestly I think with a little bit of adjustment we can get that dialed in. The rest of it fits the body lines perfectly coming down. Like that piece right there, that body line is perfect. We have it fully mounted up going over to the front. The only piece that we cannot do is the front bumper piece that goes over the front bumper.